cathedral location. And I'm essentially going to do sort of a tour. We've been working on this for half a month now. Probably it's 13, so 26 days that we've been working on it. And so let's see what we've gotten done so far. I might interrupt the tour to do a couple things, but we should be okay. This is Jalapari, the town of Jalapari. And once again, as an ambassador from the mermaid nation of Taana, I have been, it was requested by my nation that I be ambassador to 4 people and who wanted to start a new town in a new location. And the location that my people picked, because my people picked the location, was an abandoned witches' land. This land actually belongs to witches. This house up here on the hill did not have any skeleton spawners in it. It didn't have anything, and it was, but you can see that it's abandoned. It still has some of its cobwebs. I did turn on the fire. I did start the fire. You didn't start the fire, so that it would be warm the first nights that we were in the area. But it's a witch's abandoned building because there's no evidence of skeletons in here. It's also a witch's land because there's a villager's monastery very close to here. And yep, I've got a brand new version of Journey Map, and that's what happens. So this is what it looks like on the map. And the witch's house is within the city limits right here. And this building right over here is it's at the edge of the city map. I see it now. At the edge of the city map, at the top right there, that structure at the top of the white box is the witch's house. And over here is a villager monastery, not a dungeon. And so on the map, we have several villager towns in this area. One of them started by Mr. Villager himself. He is the ambassador to villagers, and there was a group of mining bohemians down at the bottom. Now in 20, we found bohemians, but they were artists, but these bohemians are actually miners in the Cherry Hills off the coast, off the ocean. And so some of them moved to a new location that Mr. Villager started for me. It used to be a barbarian campground, but it was deserted as well. And so he decided that he wanted to use this land. This is an amaranth. We'll see the water turn light blue, and that is mermaid country. And in this mermaid country, we have another building, and I believe it's this one that we realized was the origin of that this area might be one of the oldest areas in respect to the mermaids and witches and their relationship. Witches, mermaids are witches that went back into the water in the same way that the whales did. They were women who returned to the water, and so this is where this town is located, which is very interesting. So because it's located here, they have decided that they want to study the Minecraft history of this land, the land of the world of Minecraft. But they're only just starting to get the town organized. And recently, in recent times of Minecraft, especially Minecolonies, It is essentially important that you get farms up and running really quickly, because you need the food. It's much more realistic. Ah, water already. Hi. You need food. And so we are in the process of doing that. Now, the thing that happens with having a mermaid ambassador is, number one, I have magical powers. I'm in connection with my nation, and our nation makes a connection between older cities like Arnarluk, the underwater glacial sanctuary for druids. And Arnarluk is the closest, and I'll show you on the map. It just happened to turn out. This is not the same seed. This was a new seed. But right up here at this edge is the land that Arnarluk is in. You can see the border. We're down a ways. I think we're west of the border. And I'm going to cough. We're west of the border, but this is what the land in where Arnarluk and Petit Hamal Lakut, where those cities are located. And so coming down from there, we've built cities in this area, and I didn't want to use it again. We've built cities at the capitals or areas where there have been mermaids before, and I didn't want to build we'll talk about that in a minute. I didn't want to build a cliff city or an underwater base city. I've built those several times now, and I love them so much, but I wanted to do something a little more historical, like going back in time. And so that's why we are using Old English. So you can see the mermaid rocks. And if we went to those rocks, we would see that they're decorated. These, especially the ones on the ocean here. And that is a sure sign. Why don't we go there for a second? This is a sure sign that there are mermaids when these rock arches are decorated. And so we have, let's whoosh. We have some bare ones in this section, but there is a set of them that are actually decorated, and that is the remnants of the fact that these arches and mermaids had this land connection, and these were some of the last places that they were. And this land is spawning in right now. Some more of it is spawning in. But we've built in this area and had a relationship with Taana, the capital, one of the capital cities of the Mermaid Nations. And there's the Mermaid Rock right there. And if we went into the water, we would actually see a mermaid city underneath. And there we are. And this is actually a beautiful small remnant, probably, of a larger city that has just stayed around the Mermaid Rock in this area. And I'm going to use this city to take a rest. I'm going to see if I can find a little hut. Here's one here. Could go in here. The doorways are very small in this area. It's interesting. I haven't been here in a long time. So I'm beginning to think that this is also a ruin. That this city, yeah, look at this. Oh, I see. This is fascinating. Okay, so here we go. So we can come in right here, and this is perfect. And let's get get a way to sleep. And let's see if I have a way to sleep on me. I might not have one yet. I don't. So let me put that down. By the way, you can see when I am here that I have my tail. You can see the tail on my reflection in the hot bar. And so let me go to sleep now. So we're going to get out and we're going to go to sleep right here, which feels wonderful. And here we are. And so it is morning, and I'm going to head back to the surface and go to the top of one of these rocks so that I can, let's go to the top of the ceremonial rock. And so if you look at Seabridge, there is Seabridge, and you will see one of these, an Emney Island, Seabridge and Emney Island. You will see the other cities. Mr. Villager, oh hey! And speaking of the other ambassador, there he is. Let's come here and let us take a journey back. Now we did see a huge city in the desert, and this is actually a skeleton city here. Although it is a strange skeleton city, where they have some sort of symbiotic relationship to the city. I am very good. Thank you for asking. And how are you? How are you doing today? And hi. So because of the food, because of the change in food systems, it's very important that a new town, develop a farm district. And so this is our farm district here, and you can see that we have 3, that's 4. We have 7 farms so far, which actually isn't enough. But it's a beginning for the fact that we have less than 50 people. And this is a tomato field here that's coming in, and eventually we'll have enough. And this is a wheat field right here. This is Durham wheat over here. And I'm looking at the field, and I want to see what they're doing just for a second. Nikolai right now is doing all 3 fields. So he's acting like a level 5, building all 3 fields. You think it's important for every town, but you don't farm. Yes. Yes, it is important for every town. Well, Minecolonies has made it feel important for every town. Feel important, that food production is important. And he's doing carrots right now. Nikolai is working on the carrot field. And over here we have, this is, let me look at her name. This is Kamari. Kamari's a level 2. And as soon as Cash is done, and I think I'm going to start him here. Let's have Cash bring this building up. I keep forgetting. That's why we put in a new farm. Because this building is attached to a residence, and in order to bring that farm up, I'd have to bring the residence up. We do not have any level 3 residences. At level 3, the food demands change dramatically, and so I don't want to do that until I have enough farms and enough essential buildings. So right now they are getting shipments from Petit Hamalakut and from Arnarluk. I don't think that Prosino and Rosa Oru are close enough, except that if we needed peppers, they would definitely be coming from Rosa Oru. So we have a farm here, and I'm going to bring this farm up. as soon as Cash is done working on whatever he's working on, and I'm going to look and see what the builders are working on after we show just a little bit of what's happening. So because this farm district, because of the size of the town right now, we're trying to have builders that work on specific areas. So this is the farm area here. So we are adding another builder here, and Maisie is working on this builder right now to bring it up to a level 2, I believe. Let me see. Yes, indeed. Oh, it is a level 2, so she is bringing it up to the level 3. Wait, she is not. Let's have Maisie bring this up to the level 3. So this is going to be harder. Those are cobblestone shingles, and only 1 brick is needed, which is good because we do not have a brick yard yet. And so we'll go from here. So let's have Maisie upgrade this building. Maisie is actually the builder who is in charge of the cathedral and university area. She is one of the first 4. She is the lead builder of the 3 builders that we have so far. And this is her area, but because we are down a builder, she has been helping Cash with this area. Cash is over here. This is a builder right here. This is where Cash is, in this building right here. And this is the industrial area over here where we have essential workers, including the warehouse. And Cash is going to be busy. He is going to begin to be able to put in a recycling center and a mechanic shop. We're going to put the mechanic shop in first and the recycling center second. But Cash has been working on a little house right here on the hill, and this house is for the essential workers who work in this area. Now I'm going to do the same thing I did with this sense, wouldn't it? Why don't we do iron? Why don't we do an iron trapdoor, because they can't lift an iron trapdoor. There aren't any pieces here for them to lift this. So let me see if I can put this down by scrunching here. And I can't. I might not be able to put it here. And if good, I can. Good. Excellent. Okay, take that away. Put that over top. And there we go. Okay, so I don't want to have to worry about her, Callie, being here with that fire being there, because when she goes to go up to bed, it is right in the walkway. And since this is going to be a level 2 for a minute or 2, and there aren't any chairs in here, I'm actually going to add some chairs for a second. And yes, I missed one of your messages, Mr. Villager. And you didn't tell me how you were. I see that. How are you doing this Sunday? And let me go to chairs. And this is a farmhouse. Let's do some dark oak. Why don't we do some dark oak dark oak chairs? We don't want to put one there, but we can put one here, like this, and we can put the other one over here by that. Let them sit there like that for right now. Okay, and so we'll put all these things back into my supplies. The sun is setting, yay! And I'm going to remove these 2 torches because of the treaties that we have with skeletons. There are skeletons below. There are always skeletons below, and their progeny, their pets, the creepers and their progeny, the zombies, come up at night, and we don't have that problem because of the treaty that we have with them. Let's take away one of those so we don't have to worry about having the place lit in the way that you would have to if you were in other areas and did not have a treaty, if you were in survival, for example. And we are not. Okay, and so we were talking about Cash, who was working on this house, but this house isn't finished. It had its torches. I looked at it and I didn't see. Yay! So he's done. He's done. And did he? Yeah, she can get down from here. We just wanted to make sure it's a little steep. We could put in some walkway for her. Why don't we do this just for a second? And then we'll go to the next part of town that we want to look at. So far we've been looking at the parts of town. Let me get something from my backpack. I have some special pieces and I want to get them. Oh, do I want to do this? If I do this, I would need to do a lush version of these. So I think I will for the night. Let's just give her a way down so that she can see that this is how she's going down here. And I'm going to have to pick up one of these because this is lush dirt path. And I don't know that I can make a lush dirt path piece. Let's find out for a second. Let's take a piece of lush and let's go to the cutter and see. No, that doesn't spell cutter. And we'll take the architect's cutter and see if we can make a lush dirt path piece. And we can. Dun, 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 dun. Excellent. Okay, so we've got that piece. Let's take, take this out, put this in, and we cannot. Ooh, this one has gotten forgotten. This one hasn't been done yet. So I would have to make it myself, which my skills at Minecolonies are not well enough to do that. So we're going to come down here and get lush dirt. I'm doing this without a lamp, aren't I? I'm just trying to make it easier for her to get to work. And lush, let's get, we're not going to be able to. Let's get dirt. Let's get rooted dirt to put underneath. If I don't have something underneath, it's just going to grow the grass back. No! Put that away. And let's come to here. Let's get this down, and let me get one thing. I don't need these right this minute. Let's go to the backpack and get this path piece. We'll have to use regular path here because we don't want to grow, although we could use dirt, but I'm going to use this and put this here. There we go. And one more down. Let's come down between the flowers. Okay. I'm going to come down between the flowers right here to here. Let's take that piece away and put this on that and make the path. So she's just going to travel through here. This makes it easier for them, and that's why we're doing this right now. I know, I need a light. So see, she can come up like this, and we just need this one here. Let's take this one down and put in dirt. I know, I'm supposed to be doing a tour. This is what happens sometimes. And this one here. Let's take this one here, put in dirt, and put that. There we go. Okay, so she's headed for this building. And we've got some pathing that's running through this grass area here. And we're just going to make this like this is her way to work. And we've got a couple people here. I don't know that I necessarily want Cheyenne to move into this area just yet. We don't have the second house that's supposed to be here, and you can see it right here. It's Lance. Hello, Lance. Greetings. How are you? How are you? And so we're going to just let's take these pieces and put them back so that we know that we have some here. Let's put the lush pieces here just in case we need them later. And we're good to go for right now. Nope, that's lush of this. And we're good. Okay, so let's go to sleep. We're gonna head back. How are you doing, Lance? Mr. Villager, you're still not telling me how you are. I'm gonna begin to think that you might not be feeling well. All right, so we're in the process of doing, Lance, we're in the process of doing a kind of semi-tour. I'm going to go to sleep. And I might need to check and see if Cash is working on anything before I start the tour over again. By the way, this, for those of you who have not been here before, this is the supply camp. This is the lower level of the supply camp for Old English. And Old English is a wonderful style by Anyanka, and they have essentially put in everything you need to make the town hall, because the town hall is built on top of this supply camp, on top of your supply camp. So this was one of the upper levels of the supply camp. This is the middle level, and this book, the town hall book, was here, but she requests, there's a sign that requests you to replace the town hall in the direction that you want it to be, which can be different from the ship, from the supply camp. And so we did that, and this is a level 3 town hall. Now the upper level of the supply camp is where this guard tower is sitting right now, on this part right here. This builder's shop is one of the first things you can add so that you can build this town hall, because nested into this town hall in Old English style is, you're good? Oh, yay, good, good. Is the tavern, which we are not using, and dining hall, which we are absolutely using. And it is the reason that the town hall is up to a level 3, where most people don't do anything much with the town hall until they get the city a little bit farther along than I am, and which is fine. You don't have to do anything with massive town halls like this. But Anyanka knew that she was putting the dining hall and the tavern into this massive structure, so she gave you some help, that there was enough materials in this supply camp to build the town hall level 1, so you at least had a good start, because you need this restaurant. This restaurant is now a level 3, dun, 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 which means that we're almost ready to have level 3 housing. Hi Wesson, how are you? And this is a beautiful, beautiful dining hall. I think I just called it a restaurant, but this is a beautiful dining hall, and I love it. I love the windows in here. And right now they have a beautiful view out. The view out of these windows is going to go away because this is inside the town hall when it is a level 5. And so we are at the town hall. We've so far seen the farm district. We've seen a portion of the industrial area right here, where we saw that we have the warehouse. This is the warehouse, and that we were going to put in the trade post. The mod trade post has a recycling center, an actual recycling center, and as a part of our trade post adventures, we're going to put that in. And then we need a mechanic right here, and so we're going to put in the mechanic as well. Let's, over here, McKenna, who is working out of the town hall as a builder, she is doing the mine. She's doing all of the essential workers, and she is, I think she just got done working on this house. This house should be a level 2. Yes, it is. So we can have one person, the blacksmith that we just got. Yay! The blacksmith that we just got, Lucas, is going to move in with her. Now, they're not a couple. They're just sharing this house. And so upstairs, they have their own separate rooms. This is one of their rooms right here. This is a lovely room. And then the other room is across the hall. So they both have separate rooms because they just met. Lucas just joined the town, and he is the blacksmith, and Brooke is, in fact, the stone mason. Now you see, Nyanka likes to nest guard towers into buildings, and we're going to leave these for now until we see how many peacekeepers we're going to have. And it's nice because that means that the town expands with each build farther than normal because it has the guard towers in it, and that helps us move the border really quickly. So you can see our border is out practically to the witch's house now, and definitely to the river. And so we have this area here, and in this area we have one of the mod trade posts. We have one of its buildings, and we have one of our people, Wade, is going to start working on this. This is the rail hall. Trade post is a mod that allows you to have an outpost, an area of farming outside of the city, outside of the town border. So this is the town border. You build a connection between this, your town, and some other area that allows you to get, the purpose is to allow you to get some foods that you can't get without having trade. You would be trading with yourselves in this area. And we intend to test this out by having by connecting to Mr. Villager's village, planned village that he has on the other side of the Cherry Hill Mountains right here. So we're actually going to take we're going to take the rail through the Cherry Hills and have it come out. I think it's going to come out right here. I would like it to come out right here. We might start here with the tunnel and have the tunnels meet, just to make sure that I have the tunnel come out at the right location. And there is the bridge that we're building to go across. Now, there's a river runner underneath the bridge because I needed to know that the bridge was tall enough for some kind of water vehicles. The river would have to be dredged a little bit in order to get up to the village that is located at the top of the river. There are villagers up here who have decided that this is as far as people are going to go on the river because they've built across it. And so the connection that we have here is going to be a water connection to this village that is on the water, coming up. It's pretty far away, and this is why we have river boats to connect with them. But it is up here, the other side of the amaranth fields, on the other side of the Cherry Hill, and there it is. And you can see that it's built across the water. And so it is, this is how they make their living, that they act as a port for cities, and then they collect materials and sell them to other areas inland. So I'm just going to go back the easy way. I'm just going to teleport back for a moment, and here we are. And so that is what we did not, because of where the train is located, and because we have a neighborhood right here, we wanted the train to be underground, to make it so that there was not a lot of train noise for this housing. We're going to have a children's school right here, and so this is the entry to the rail area right here. We have archaeology drew a guard tower right here as protection, and then these are cavern halls. Hello, that's a visitor coming into town. And we've made it so that we can, the people who come in from the gatehouse, we have a gatehouse at this end of the bridge, because of course this is an entrance into the city. And we so far have one gatekeeper there, we have one archer. But the reason that this road is important and is so well maintained is because it goes to the marketplace. And this marketplace is where visitors come. There's a tavern attached to it. So remember, there was a tavern in here, but I didn't like the layout of that tavern. That happens for me. For this town, that layout didn't work for me. And so I prefer this tavern. I prefer the medieval tavern with private rooms. I like private rooms, and so people come up and they rent a room here and they have privacy. And down here in the tavern, we can hear the music. Hi. We actually need to look for somebody. We need a couple people. So I'm going to interrupt looking at things for a moment to bring up the Akasha records so I can look. We need a farmer. We need an extra farmer. I could move Kamari down there, but I still need a third farmer. We all like private rooms. Yes, exactly. I'm not really keen on dormitories. Minecolonies housing has a lot of dorms. I prefer to have the rooms be much more like house rooms. And I know that there are countries that have dormitory living. I'm not saying that is a negative, it's just the preference for this particular city. So now that I'm here, I'm going to look at some people. Now, the nation of Taana, the mermaid nation, is paying the amount, paying the dowry, or paying the entrance fee. In other words, the enticement that these visitors are given in order to stay. For instance, Leia wants chicken, but we're looking at her abilities, and we use the abilities. We accept living crowded. Not like, by the way. Yes. Yeah, exactly. And so she's a kid, and the higher the numbers, hold on for a minute. Is this a level 2? Dun 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 dun. Yay! So if they have numbers in the teens, they're just kids. And sometimes we take kids if their numbers are good. See, the 14 is good, and the 12. But we need right now a farmer, which is stamina and athletics. And her stamina is not up high enough, or her athletics, especially not the highest, because she has ability on agility. She could be a courier, but I think those are backwards. let me see. For a courier, it should be, agility should be higher. She's an archer. Oh, we could have a baby archer. Leia, would you like to accompany? Let's wait. Let's wait for a moment, because we could have a baby archer to join our other archer at the gatehouse. We can have two. Ismail is higher ranked. He's still a first year university student. These are university students, but his numbers are really good. And what we're looking for is athletics and the farmer, and let's see what's on top for a farmer. His stamina is on top, and the stamina is on top. Ismail is a farmer, and we're going to take him if he will have us, and he will. So we now have a new person. I don't know that I've had the Walsh name before.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to get Ismail to be in the tavern overnight, because it's nighttime. And I don't want him to...
It's a fine afternoon.
Oh, it's a fine afternoon, is it? No, it's not. Are you a vampire? It's a fine afternoon. So he just went up and went to bed immediately. And we'll have him join the farm. Just for my Akasha records for a second, I'm going to come over here and add his name as the last person that we have gotten so far. The person who came in before him was the beekeeper, Callie, whose house we were looking at, new house we were looking at. So we're going to add Ismail. I don't have his middle name yet. Walsh. It's a very interesting mix there. And he is in, hold on. He is a gatekeeper. And we have another gatekeeper who is not on the list. Interesting. So let's go find that gatekeeper for a second, and then we'll come back. I don't have his name. I probably got interrupted and didn't put his name on the list. Ismail is a farmer, by the way. He's not a gatekeeper, he's a farmer. There's Josiah. I was thinking of the other, of Leia, and Josiah's name is not here. How did you do that, Josiah? How did you miss? I think Josiah is between Malachi, who came in to be a courier, and Callie, who came in to be a beekeeper. S-I-H-D and Anstey. I like to keep who they are, and this is a gatekeeper, A-E-A-P-R, and Ismail is a farmer. So we have corrected that, and let's come out. You heard me say that and then did something completely different. And say this: we accept skills in creative mode counts as brainwashing. Increasing skills in creative mode? What do you mean increasing skills? Take her as an apprentice. Oh yeah, nah. No, I don't want to do that. We only have kids grow into their... I could kind of, but I want to see if I can get someone who's skilled. It is the gatehouse after all. So let's look at Mallory for a moment. And Mallory is, wow, there's something we need. See the dexterity? I think we have a brick, we might have a brickyard, a bricklayer, or a brick creep. What would they be? The owner of the brickyard, a person who wants to run a brickyard. And so let's look for, am I still calling it a stone smelter on this? I might be, but I'll look and see. We also need a builder, adaptability and athletics. but the athletics isn't there. See that where the athletics isn't at the top? This is a second year student, and we're going to take her, and you can tell because the bottom one, intelligence, is her grade level for how much university training she has. A brick maker. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Villager. So she's a second year student, a brilliant second year student. And I'm going to look for her as a brick. Come up at the top, dexterity. There she is. She's an alchemist. And she's good. Look at the numbers for this time. This is excellent. We're actually going to take her as an alchemist. Mallory, where'd you go? Come over here, Mallory. She is actually an alchemist, which is probably why she's asking for ink sacs. And we're going to take her. She's decided to stay. And we're going to give her a room for now until I get her where she needs to be. And so that's her. Justice. Hello, Justice. This is our first male justice that we have had. Usually our justices have been females. Our townspeople with the name Justice have been females. But this is her first male. How are you? And such a baby boy you are. However, 14 in agility. Let's go up and see if we have someone. We don't right now. And strength, let's look at the strength down here. Strength needs focus and stamina, and all those things he's low on. And see, we come down here, we can see his grade that he is. Bruno, how are you? Let's come here and look at Bruno for a second. Bruno's also, wow, Bruno just started university. He is just graduated from primary school, and he's on his first trip. Good for you, Bruno. That's very brave of you. Here's Kendall, and Kendall is also a brand new kid. I'm not going to take any kids. So, who's this here? Randall, who just came in? Sean. Hi, Sean. Are you a teacher? No, you're a first-year student with some decent numbers. So, a good alchemist she is. Yes, she definitely is. We might have a farmer. Look at those numbers. Look at the numbers. We might have a farmer in Sean. Let's look and see what a farmer is. Fisher, dairy farmer. We have a dairy farmer now, so we can take this off because we actually have a dairy farmer. We could get another fisher, but right now we need stamina and athletics. Stamina is first. Yahoo! And are we lucking out this morning? Look at this. Hello, Sean. And Sean has decided to stay. Thank you, Sean. And we're going to come here. So we just got 3 new people. That's a lot of people right off. And it's raining. Let me put Sean's name on for a minute on the list here. And Mallory. So we have Ismail, Mallory, and Sean have just joined. A clerk. Ooh, we've had clerks in the past. She's from a really good family. Sean, I don't recognize having that name before, or the Walsh name. So these names are new names added to the list of people that we have, and we will put them here. Let's come, let's come over here and look and see if we have an alchemist enclave here. I think we do. But can they work here yet? I don't know that we've done what's needed for them to be able to work here. Let's see if we have. It looks like we can. Yay, and look at that. Now see, this happened again. I had for the inch. Oh, I said she was an alchemist. Ah, I did, didn't I? Not an enchanter, an alchemist. Oh, poor Mallory. I can't have one yet. I don't have one yet, but that's what she was, right? Isn't that what you said in the thing, that she would make a good alchemist? Yes, she would. Okay, so T-H-E-M-I-S-T, and we're just going to have her work at the library. She's going to do research until we can actually have her shop opened. That's one of the things that we're not up to yet in this town. So we're going to have her work at the library. She's going to do research until her shop is open. And we have lots of people in the library right now because it is raining and people come and visit. Carter is our librarian, and I believe he is going to be our permanent librarian, Mr. Villager, because he never really had anything he wanted to do. He has a good amount of mana. We'll see what happens when the time comes to have an enchanter. But he's definitely the librarian. Tatiana is the combat nurse who helps Pedro, who's our doctor, and so she's studying here right now. We're going to have Mallory join, and she'll finish her education. You notice that Carter has finished, and Tatiana and Mallory are continuing to work on their education. I could have Ismail and Sean be here, but we need them to actually start their jobs. They can come back and get more education, book learning, in other words, finish their university training after we have more people. And look, there's your Stumelier. Oh, yes. Yes, that is her, and I like it. I remember what she looked like before. Mr. Villager is talking about, there's Mia. Mr. Villager is talking about this skin right here on Mia. Mia has one of the new jobs from the mod trade post, and she is a Stumelier, who is a chef who makes stews from surplus produce. And we'll show that in a minute or two when we start talking about trade post a little bit more. But let's go to the farm and let's get our farmer over here. Now this is going to be interesting. Let me look and see who's living with Kamari. Someone was living with her. Let me see if someone is still living with her. I looked in the window. Yes. Zoe is living here, and I might move Zoe for the time being. Zoe was complaining she did not want to live in the warehouse at the time. I wonder if she'll move back into the warehouse now. It's less drafty, and I think that was her real reason why she didn't want to live here, is that it was really cold. I mean, even though it was up here and it's warmer up here, I mean, the heat comes up, it just was sort of drafty to her and she didn't want to live here. And I'm hoping that that's why it was, and it wasn't Jakari. If she starts going, oh, Malachi's here. Okay. Malachi's here. I forgot about Malachi. We only have 2 people. Once again, we don't have any level 3 housing yet. So let's have Oh, we have a thunderstorm. Hold on. we have to quickly run back to the town hall. Let's be super quick and hope we don't get struck by lightning. And let's come into the town hall and let's go to sleep. We do not have, we actually do not have yet any weather vanes, any lightning rods. And so we have to be careful still. Hold on, let me come up. Let me come up. Let's come out just a second. I'm going to look. Make sure we don't have a fire anywhere. We don't have a fire department yet either. So those are some things that we can put in later. And let me see. It seems you forgot to tell Air what model was to use for them, and you'll solve it, but thanks for the feedback. Okay. Oh, that's not what you wanted the Stumelier to look like? Okay. All right. Well, we shall see. We will see later on that. So we were just in the town hall. It's the next morning after the storm, and Sean, hi Sean, I know you don't have anything to do. Somebody's sick and they're going to the hospital right now. See that red dot moving there? That's somebody going up to the hospital, to Pedro. Let's see how many people we have. We have 42 people already. Wow. Oh, you're welcome. You are most welcome. All right, so let's come here and let us, I just got a notification that today is the birthday of an ancestor, one of my mother's cousins who is gone, who has fallen away, as my mother has too, and today is his birthday. Today is his birthday, and his daughters are my cousins. I'll probably contact them to say something about their dad. And yeah, so that was an interruption for a minute. So we have 42 people, and I'm going to head more 8 to hit the 50. Yeah, definitely. Let's come down here to where we put in this farmer specifically for this job. Now the farmer's only level 2, and this farmer can be brought up to the level 3, and somebody is working on it right now. So let's come here and let's have the person that we got. And look at the two of them. So one of them is supposed to be something else. We're going to let Sean be, I'm looking at the focus though. Hold on for a second, because that amount of focus is hard to come by. And let's look and see. And focus ones. It's upside down for a sifter. Congrats, you think? Yeah, it means a lot of people to feed, and you're absolutely right. Congrats, I think, is understandable. Let's do one of the others first. So let's come here. Let's look at the people. I've got 2 people who can do this farm. So I'm going to come over here because I believe one of these people, I know, I forgot just that quick. I did. Will you keep that trench-like path near the town hall and cathedral? What trench-like? You mean this right here? You mean this right here? For now, until we see there's a wall here when the cathedral's finished, which we're not going to have. But I want to see about the supposed birthday. Okay. Yeah. And so we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see how the rest of the area is. Unless you're talking about this one over here. And this one here is more than likely going to be an avenue. And we might put some shopping or something in that area of the farm section there. This is so early on that I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that just yet. Or I should say that the townspeople haven't decided what they're going to do. Let's come back here. And let's look. I believe that we can have a sifter, but it hasn't been, and we can have all of these. I think that we can't have a crusher yet, but I think we can have a sifter. So we'll have to look at the build, whether McKenna can work on these. What's McKenna working on? She might not be working on anything. She might have finished that building, that level 2 house, and not have anything to work on. So let's look at McKenna for a minute. It's a nice, neat shop that she has here. Sure enough, she's not working on anything. So out of these people, some of them haven't been researched yet. I think this one is the one that we need, but I don't think jobs are in these little stalls in Anyanka's stone makers building. There's housing upstairs, but this is where the workers are. We set this building here specifically so we could add a workshop to each of these types of makers that are here. And the small intersection deep into the dirt. The small intersection deep into the dirt. Oh, this one. Oh yeah, this one's going to be here. This is the town hall. This is actually stairs. This is going to be stairs right here. When the time comes, this is going to be a grand staircase right there, and that's why that looks the way it does. This is land. This is actually a decoration that still needs to be worked on. The churchyard is only at level 1, and I believe it goes up to level 3. So we still have to work on that, which will put walls and decorations in this yard around the cathedral. I'm not interested in doing that at this particular moment. But that is what that is. What are you waiting for?
You are so wise.
Oh, polished granite. I know that Brooke doesn't know how to make polished granite. This is a new thing for her to be able to do. So we're going to come down here to our stonemason right here, who's standing here going, they're asking for polished granite, and I've never done that before. I know. Let me give you a recipe. So this is granite right here, and this is polished granite from granite. And let's go ahead and give her the stair recipe and the slab recipe just in case. And if she wants wall, we'll do that when we get to it. And so she's going to ask a courier to bring her some granite from the warehouse, and she will... Oh! Someone was making something. Was that her already? Wow. She must have had some granite on her already, unless that was Kishore or Lucas. Hello, guys. And there's Ryan going up to bed. Wait, if Ryan's going up to bed, that means he wasn't in the mine. Hold on. What's he waiting for? Let's look and see. He shouldn't be waiting for anything unless he doesn't have any tools. See that there? Let's look down here. He should have an iron pickaxe, a shovel, and he doesn't have any of those things. So that means that he's waiting. Oh, wait. No. Wait, why haven't these been picked up? Do we need another courier? Request pickup now. All right. Let's come out. It's nighttime and everyone is asleep. Yeah, I think that's what happened there, that we heard her making things. We're going to put Zoe over here when the time comes. Zoe's going to live here for right now. We could have Cheyenne move here. This is better for Cheyenne. Let's have Cheyenne move here. We can have Zoe move in with Cash, and she'll be closer to the warehouse if she moves in with Cash. Right now, Cheyenne's living with Cash, if I'm not mistaken. Let's come to here. We're landing on... Shh, people are sleeping. People are sleeping. And sure enough, so we're going to put Zoe here, so that she is not... Oh, that's interesting. Her name didn't come up, or maybe it came up so quickly. There she is. This will be good for her. So Cash has been very, Cash is our man about town. He's had several people live with him, and he's formed an attachment to Brooke, actually, which is unfortunate because Brooke is living in this house right here because she works here. If she lived with him, she'd be pretty far away, and so we'd have to see. So since they are not, since they don't know each other, and you see Cheyenne is not necessarily, they're just sharing the house. This is Juliana down here. Juliana lived with Cash for a while, and then she moved out. She moved back into her own house. She was living with Kamari because I wanted to put couriers in here, but I had put her in here first. She fell in love with the house, and she did not like living with anyone else. So now she lives here, back in her house, but she has a partner now. She's living with Marcos, the other carpenter. So the two carpenters live together in that house. Harper, our tree farmer, is living here with the warehouse manager, Gregory. He is the lead, and they're just sharing a house. Harper's sleeping downstairs and Gregory's sleeping upstairs here. And then we saw that Malachi and Jakari are sleeping in the dorm in the warehouse, and we just moved Zoe to sleep to sleep with Cash. We just moved Callie and Cheyenne. Callie is the beekeeper, and Cheyenne is the environmentalist who's running the composter. She's running the composter right now. We're trying to an experiment to see if that sugar farm will work. It is an extra field, the way it is in Anyanka's buildings, and so you have to research a level 3 farm in order to get an extra sugar farm field. And so let's look here for a second. So he is working on the farm. He's working on the farm, and he's got a lot of stuff here. See this pufferfish? This reminds me of something that happened yesterday. Yesterday, our trade post pet unfortunately met their demise. The trade post trainer, the animal trainer who trains pets, is right here. What you doing, laying eggs all over the place? Do I want to get some wheat? Let me see if she has some. This is Alea. Hold on a minute. I was concentrating so much I didn't realize the light went out. That's supposed to remind me to have something to drink. Let's see if Alea has any seed. She does. Let me take this one. Let's see if I can get this chicken to come back. Where'd they go? Oh! Wait, why are you guys out? How did all of you get out? Come here. Doesn't that look like they went through the... That is very strange. Okay, let's get them all back in. Come on. How did you get out? That was very odd, wasn't it? No, you can't get out. Have you figured out a way? What way have you figured? I might want to get rid of this. Let's put that there so there's only one way in. Let's close this door that I left open. And let's come here and let's get the seed. And I've got that piece of fence. So let me put that piece of fence away. So we got interrupted. We were talking about the fact that our dog, our wolf, who had been trained, accidentally picked up a pufferfish. A pet. This is a warning, Will Robinson. A pet can pick up anything. And so they picked up a pufferfish and, of course, got poisoned. And so we lost them. We lost Brendan's wolf that he was using to manage his herd. Now, does it say that we lost him? Does it say somewhere that, yes, see? There it is. So a pet died, and it was a wolf. And it's showing that there is a wolf here that died away. Animals herded chickens. At one point, I did transfer the pet to the chicken. I need 16 in order to get a pet from Trade Post. I know it died nameless. I know. And I was hoping that I would have a name. Brendan might have had a secret name for his pet wolf. Let's come here and see how much bone we have. We have some. Let's go down and get it. Where are we getting the bone from? From Madeline. She's the fisher, and she's getting bone from the water, as well as puffers. Now, we can tell the story that pufferfish, no one was buying them for a while. Gosh, I'm going to have to do something. Hold on. I want to see if there are any hay bales. Hold on for a second. I actually need some hay bales. Let's see if there are any. And we do have, but we don't have 64. I think we need 64 in order to do the research to make the people not be susceptible to being sick. Let me take it with me since I'm going in that direction, and we'll check on it. So everyone's working. There's Zoe coming to work. You can see one of the other couriers. Wait. Okay. It's like, why are you going that way, Malachi? There's no door over here. So they can't come around. They can walk all the way around. And there's Marcos, who's fascinated with this mine. He's fascinated with this cave. It's become his hobby to go and look at that cave. Marcos is our carpenter, is our construction carpenter, and Juliana is our carpenter who makes, it could have been Rude Wolf. Oh, I like that name. No, I want to save that name and give it to a new pup. Can I do that? I'd like to give that name to a new pup. Really? A panel? You need a panel? Hold on. Let me come down to Brooke for a second. Is that okay if I do that, Mr. Villager? Give that name to the new pup? That would be such a cute name. And let's come here and let's look at the cutter recipes. And sure enough, there are some pieces that she needs to be able to know how to make. Let's come back here and let's look at this. This is stone brick and cobblestone extra. Okay, so those things she can do. So we're going to select that and teach that recipe. And then let's come here, 10 smooth stone panels. Let's teach that recipe. And so that recipe is taught. But look at Juliana. Oh, look at this. Did you see that? She just made the granite that was needed. Juliana just got a better recipe for making a rack. Excellent, Juliana. She doesn't need as much iron to make a rack. That is very cool. Okay, so I'm going to come over here and look at something for a minute. That's Cash. No, that's Wade. Wade is asking for something. Wade's in mixed stone brick. All right, let's go out.
Yes.
Now, we have imported the mixed stone that we've used in the past and the shingles. We've imported those from Arnarluk. Arnarluk's workers, their essential workers, are very skilled and were able to handle that job right away. Right now, I'm going to have Brooke learn how to do that. And we're going to crafting recipes, and let's come here and let's do mixed stone. These are new trade post pieces. We're going to teach this mixed stone right here. There's another mixed, this one. This is the one that he wants, which is made out of the mixed stone rocks. And look at her, look at her working. Yahoo! She's making shingle. Yay! And now she'll make the mixed stone brick that Wade is asking for. And that's excellent. Am I ever going to get where I was getting to? Let's go to the market. That was your intention? Good. Okay. Because that's a wonderful name. I like Rude Wolf. Rude Wolf. Let's see how much we have from this shopkeeper. This is Jack, our main shopkeeper, our first shopkeeper, and he has 9,000. He hasn't sold anything. He didn't sell anything yesterday. He's still selling bowls. He still has bowls for sale. He's selling pottery. And he has 9,000. Let's come over here and see. Oh, it's raining. Let's come over here and see what Eli is selling.
Is there a problem?
Hi, Eli. No, there's no problem. And let's see what he sold. So that's it. The prices for puffers. They still don't have a price. So we'll leave them. Ayer, that was a little detail, and he said he would do it, but he has so many other things to do with this mod because it's relatively new that we won't worry about the price of puffers for a moment. But what we do need from here is an amount of tokens for, no, we don't. We were just checking to see if the marketplace had enough, and it does. So it's Mr. Villager had asked if we were going to try some of the other pets, and I hadn't decided yet. I don't have anyone who can take care of those pets just yet, and so I want to wait until I do. We can see the pig farmer is harvesting pigs right now, and we'll come over to where Cannon is. This is Cannon right here, and in order to get a pet, I need to put into the inventory 16.
This is a fine day.
16.
Okay.
I think it's 6. I'll check right now and see. And let's come here. And if there is enough money in the marketplace, he'll automatically train when I click on this. I think it's this that I have to click on. No, it's the fact that there are bones in there. See, there's different things for different animals. So we could get a pet parrot. Wouldn't that be fun? But we're not growing any corn yet. We would have to be growing corn. Can we grow corn here? Let's see if we can. Corn. Well, we found it easier the other way. Yes, we can plant this here. Yay! So I think, what is this field up here, this smaller field here? I think we don't have anyone yet. This smaller field is going to plant peppers. I think we're going to switch and plant corn here instead. Let's select this seed and we'll plant corn on this small field right here. And there we go. And we'll find out if we have a wolf, and when we do, we'll be able to assign the wolf to this trough right here as soon as we have one. And I don't think that we have one just yet. Now that's going to be sort of a problem. The messiness of fishers causes them to sometimes throw things on the shoreline and leave them there. And fishers do that in real life. Well, not real life, in Earth life. This is real life. Earth life. I spend a lot of time here, so it's real. So, on Earth, fishers do that. Are that messy. And let's come here and look at pets. We don't have one yet. So as soon as we do, we will we'll be able to have, let's see if he picked it up. He hasn't done anything with it yet. It was probably too late. Oh, it's raining. What's wrong with me? And wait. This trough makes part of the mod. Oh yeah. So here, so see here, the pet, you have the pet, see items needed for animals. Provide the following item to the trainer and cost, no, that's not where it is. Right here, pick work location. So different things make the work location. So a trough is for herding, a mushroom base is for truffle hunting, a dredger is for water-based, and a feeder is for foliage. So if we got a parrot, we would have a feeder lock. And I see the trough. Let me look and see what a feeder looks like. And there it is. So this is what a feeder would look like. And we're just gonna show one for a moment. Okay. It's a trough with a stand on top of it. Mr. Villager. The feeder is a trough with a stand on top of it. Let's look at the other ones. The mushroom. Let's look and see what the mushroom one looks like. This one right here. Let's see. So a dredger. A mushroom base, a dredger, and the feeder. So let's look at a mushroom base and see what it looks like. SHROM base. Am I spelling it wrong? Do they mean just a mushroom? Just the base of a mushroom? Is that what they're saying? That might be what they're saying. I can't imagine that because there's no place to put them. Where is it? Hold on. Let's look at the name again. Interesting. Let's look at the name. The dredger piece is here. Let's look at a dredger piece. The dredger piece is here. Let's look at a dredger piece. And it looks like this. Oh, I see. Ah. Now I understand why the trough is the basis for it. It's probably the way this mod works, that it has to have that trough base in order for the animals to put something in here. See, this is where the pet herd, where they put the things that they find. They put them in here. So we can't have I think I would have a fox for doing mushrooms. Because those are the animals you can have. I'm going to take these away. But we are going to have a parrot as soon as we have someone working the cornfield and get some corn. So those are how the pets are trained, and we have the 4 different types of them. So we can have a dredger, which would be an axolotl, who can get you sea stuff, axolotl, and you can now train these animals too. You can train these animals to get stuff for you. I would like the pig to do the truffles, to do mushrooms. That seems pretty cool. So we might do that, have a trained pig to do truffles. And a trained pig would be 16, and all of them are 2 before the night is over. And I still have to figure out the other people. I have 2 people who could be working. Ah, I put my lamp down. Hold on. Well, that's good, actually. Let's put my lamp out so that I don't go to sleep with the lamp in my hand. I have a shovel in my hand instead. Oh my goodness. Okay, so they don't make for good. It would be better to have a teddy bear. They don't make for good things to sleep with, lamps and shovels and things. It's morning and the sun is out and it's sunrise and everyone's going to go to work. And we had another keeper doesn't want to sell pufferfish right now. Pufferfish are not they actually do have a value. They're used for making diving equipment, so they actually do have a value. So let's come here and let's go and do the spell. Hired. And did we hire someone to work in the brickyard? I should have written it down, but I think the reason that I don't is because then they might choose something else. And there he is. It's Sean. Sean is a brickyard, a brick worker. And so we're going to have him be here. It's the only one that we can have. But I'm looking at focus and strength for a minute. Remember when we talked about focus? If his focus is 12 and his strength is 13, he's actually a sifter. And it's so hard to get focus. So hard to get people who are focused. And Ismail is definitely a farmer. And that's what we wanted to see. So we'll leave Sean where he is until the sifter is done. And we'll see which one he wants to do. But let's come down here. Now remember, I'm a little mermaid, so I can't fly anymore. That is swimming through the air, one of the magic things, one of the magic abilities that me as an ambassador can do. We're going to come down and have Sean be here. Ismail, not Sean. Ismail be here. Ismail's perfect to be here. And there he is. I know I see the strength and focus on his also. Could be a blacksmith, but we do have one. And we have lots of people who have multiple skill sets. Let's get him some tools. Let's add here, he's a brand new farmer. So, but this is a level 2.5, so he can use stone. So we're just going to have him ask for the tools. I don't really want him to count on stone. Let's put in the iron tools for him. He's going to need an iron farm tool. And we're going to put in 3 here. Iron
I'm
farm.
missing something. I can't work like this.
Yes, I'm sure you are missing something. Okay, so there's one, and he might need an axe. So we're going to add an iron axe. 3 iron axes. And let's do axe. And there it is, and we'll select that. He's going to ask
I can't work
for,
like this.
Oops, fertilizer's on. Let's
for
turn
something.
fertilizer off. We don't use fertilizers on farms. And let's come to here. Let's look. And now let's turn this way. And he is now working the 2 fields that weren't being worked by anyone. The wheat field and the corn field. I'm going to have that be okay for him right now. So he is going to plant corn. Let's hope we have some in the warehouse. I think that Anyanka actually supplied one of each of the foods that the farmer can plant for all the biomes, so that just in case you put up an old English style town in a winter biome, you have winter plants. In a summer biome, you have, or in a jungle biome, you have rice and those things. We don't have either of those. So those would have to be imported. And when we get the outpost, we're still not going to have any of those. And that has made me sort of think, Mr. Villager, about something that I didn't think about when I decided I was doing trade posts, because I didn't fully understand how it worked and what it was for. And I thought the trade post was just to trade with whoever, but the trade post is essentially so you can farm in a different area. So if I had actually considered that, we would have probably moved closer to the desert or the mesa, and then we could have gotten nether peppers, nether peppers, chickpeas. And chickpeas, I think both of those are grown in the desert. But we didn't do that. So we're dependent on other cities for those for those, for that produce. So Kamari is here. And is someone living with Kamari? We did see that, right? We moved out somebody. That's what we did right off the bat. Yes, we did. So that Ismael can share this house with her for the time being. Ah, there's a light to remind me to drink water. And so they're just sharing the house together, so you can see that they are roommates in the house. And there we go. So she's going to meet the new farmer and invite him into her house. That is Kamari's house. And he's going to, and you would say, well, why isn't he living here? Why isn't he living in the house that this is connected to? Because this house right now is being used by animal farmers. And we have Brendan and Alea here, and they love this house, which means we're going to have to build another house like this for them somewhere close. Now, this field we want to extend to the border to have enough room for cows. Let's show that for a minute, where the border is. Yay! Let's come here. There's the border. So we're going to extend the field, this farm field, all the way out to the border when the time comes. The field itself is not quite that big, but the animals will be reachable because they'll wander back into the area. What are we looking at here? We're looking at a builder. That's what it was. That's what it was. Didn't we hire one of those people to be a builder? It definitely wasn't Sean. Let's look at the other guy. Nope, wasn't Ismail. Wasn't Sean. One of the new people that we just got. Mallory, it wouldn't have been Mallory because she's absolutely, we did not find a farmer yet. Yeah, of course the builders are farmers, can do farming, but we don't want them to. So we still need a builder for here to help get these buildings leveled up. Maisie's working on this right now to bring it up to level 3, and then she won't have to worry about this area. We have a pet. There's a pet. There he is. What's his name? Rude Wolf. There's Rude Wolf. Let's do this, and let me see. I might have some in the warehouse. I'm going to get a name tag and name him. And so let us come over in this area. Let's head, let me use the light so you can see. Let's come over here. We have a pet, yay! And we really have to get them, give them a duty so that they're not running around. But I'm coming over here to go to sleep. There's someone standing on that hill. That's what it looked like. There is someone standing on the hill. That was weird. That looked actually scary. He was standing on the hill and I could see him. Wow. It's a new moon and it's very dark. Wasn't that wild? There's actually someone standing on that hill. Okay, let's come down here and let's go to sleep. Ah, with the lantern in my hand, I'm as bad as a smoker. I'm as bad as a smoker. Falling asleep with a fire in my hand. Okay. Up. Let's go back down. We're going to change back into a mermaid. Rude wolf. Do the spell that changes us into a mermaid. A full mermaid. And there it is. Hold on. Oops, sorry. I bumped into the desk. Sorry about that. Vincentius Primus is gone. I just realized that he's gone. See this right here? We're going to use that. Let's find a name tag. Do you think she's gotten any yet? I don't think so. Can you make name tags? You have to find them, right? There's no way to make name tags, is there? I don't think so. Let's run down here. We're going to the warehouse and see if we have any name tags.
Great.
Hi, Marcus. Oh, good. Marcus is working. Let's look for name tags. We don't have any. So we'll have to get one from, we're actually going to have to order a name tag to be brought in from Anarluk, some name tags, so that we have more than one to be brought in from Anarluk, and we can't do that right now. So unfortunately, our pup is just going to be called Rudolf. Am I pronouncing it right, Mr. Villager? Rudolf. Rudolf. And we're going to walk through these fields here for a second. I'm going to close the gate so horses don't get in. We're going to come down here, walk past Alea, and we're going to come over to this farm. Now we have a dairy farmer now, and that's right. Where is she? What's she doing? What's Phoenix doing? Hi. How can she be getting milk if there aren't any bottles? So this is the trough that we're going to assign Rudolf to. And let's come here. And there's Cannon. And Cannon's checking on Rudolf right now. And I'm going to assign him right here. Let's summon him back to the trainer for a second. There he is. And let's assign him to the herd residence. And so now he is going to work with Brendan. Brendan has a new puppy that he's going to train to work the cows right here. And when that's done, we'll be able to get a sifter. And the crusher, that's what we never, and the crusher, that's what we never did it. I don't mess with the numbers of the people. I don't go into the depths of Minecolonies mod and do things like that. I don't like it. I just want to play. I'm not a developer. I'm not a coder. Not interested in that part. I just want to play. All right, so we have the level 2 tavern, and we have a level 2 university, which we're going to begin to work on as soon as Maisie gets done. We got so this is what we have so far. How many builders do we have? We have 4. Is that who that was supposed to be? We came over and looked. And did we think we were getting a builder? I thought we looked at this already and we don't have one. Sean and the other guy. Ismail. Yeah, he's not a builder, so we didn't get one yet. And the person working in the brickyard, I would almost rather have Josiah be a builder. Look at the creativity, the dexterity. I know he has the agility and the adaptability, but let's have Josiah change jobs. We're going to assign him to be a builder here, and let's come over to here and look and see who we have, who we said they were going to be. The alchemist. It was Sean. Hold on, who we couldn't find on his. And then I'm just going to have to mark where all these people are, since I'm having trouble keeping track. Sean doesn't have a job yet? He's not even... What happened to Sean? Oh, there he is. Well, he's definitely not a builder. He is not a builder. And Josiah is. So we're going to have Josiah change what he was doing and become a builder. And so let's get him some tools. He can use iron. He's level 2. And it's really good to do this, to get these tools ahead of time. Axe. I'm going to do an iron axe for him. And we'll do that. Let's add a pickaxe and a shovel. 3 pickaxe. There's an iron pickaxe right there. And an iron shovel. I'll put the iron shovel in. And there it is. And when they get to the level 3, which is diamond, diamond is as far up as we're going to go. Netherite, miner, another, what Minecolonies calls another miner, which is another ambassador. We don't have one of those yet, so we can't do any of that kind of stuff just yet. So Rootwolf is assigned to a trough, and it says that he's assigned to the trough, and the trough is located near the dairy, near the ranch hand and the dairy, so it works from here. I'm curious about Phoenix, why she isn't at work, why she isn't requesting anything. And so we'll have to find out what she's doing and see what's going on. What you doing? You're not, are you stuck on something? Hold on a second. He's not acting like he's doing cows. He's acting like he's doing chickens. Hold on a second. I wonder if that, when I picked that up, it didn't change. Let's get a new trough and put here. And that's interesting. That would be curious if it's only picking up the, if it's picking up the trough. Does it have to be on the inside? Does it have to be right next to it? Let's put it here for a second so that I can make sure that that's what he's doing. And let's come here and let's get that, because that looked like he was herding chickens. That's what that looked like. Pet assignment. And let's do that, and let's see if that works better. And that he actually is working over here. All right, sorry about the fact that it's so very dark. And let me come here for a second. Yeah, I don't do any of that stuff. I don't code, and I don't like to change those things. I don't like to change. I accept those things as a challenge. And speaking of challenges, we're going to go over to the university. And because I am, it's an interesting star arrangement in the sky there. Because everyone's asleep, I am going to take the chance of changing into a Little Mermaid here. Why? So that we don't damage the hut block, and also so that we don't do auto research. I don't want to do auto research. So the trough, we'll just have to stay here for now. Let's bring this down. Let's look and see what we can do. People are getting sick, and so we need to do something about that. And so let me come here. Let's get civilian. So we could do first aid, and that would bring up their health. And then this is heading towards having vaccines and masks, which are at levels 3, and a university level 4. So that's a ways off, but we can still bring up their health so that they don't get sick as much. And that's what we're going to do right now. We just need 16, so we can put the rest of them back. And we must have had some in inventory already. We did. So let's make a 64 here for the next time. And let's look at what we need. Let's go to technology for a minute. So we have the stonemason. We have a bricklayer. That's the brickyard. A brick worker. We have a sifter. And we have the Fletcher, of course. We have the glass blower is unlocked. Yay! And we were trying to unlock the mechanic. And let's see if we did. That's redstone or up here. And this is an enchanter. So we have to do more scrolls in order to get a nether mine. And we need a nether mine in order to get an alchemist, or we need at least to open the nether. So that means that at some point we're going to need the gilded blackstone, which we are getting from Anaraluk, not from the nether. And then I haven't been doing soft shoe. We'll see if we need to research something later. This is the one that we need to do. But we're missing, they can go back to someplace. Some other things, let's go to economic, which is the new, let's go to economic, which is the new tree of research in all the universities when you have trade post installed. And we've done the pet shop, unlocking the pet shop, and then our animals can acquire other animals, can go out and search for cows and sheep. And we should have another pet when we have a shepherd go out and search for sheep in the area. And then we have capitalism, which increases the chance of visitors shopping. We also have flyers, which increases it more. Those were easy to get. This one here is a train station level 1. We 3, no, Recycling Center 3 allows us to recycle enchantment items. Ooh. And then tourism, this is where we get visitors by rail, are the next two that we need. For the resort, that looks like resort level 2, but then we need a gold coin. We haven't gotten any gold coins yet. I don't know what adds up to a gold coin. Good night. That means it's morning. So we'll find out. And I'm a little mermaid, so I'm not going to be able to change here. I'm going to have to go back to the town hall and change there. So those are the trade post for Minecolonies mod. And it is a mod on Minecolonies to allow, and it is symbiotic enough. Let's come here, let's come to here, let's go to here and get this. It's symbiotic enough for it to be included in the packs. So here's local packs, the ones that I use a lot. Here is the Christmas colonies, and here is trade post. So the 2 trade post styles have been added to style colonies, along with Minecolonies styles. And down here are style colonies, which are Planet Minecraft styles that are added, and they're all down here, so you can see these. Old English is one of those, but because I'm using it for this build. Also, underwater base. So I just got rid of our archer that we had. He became a builder, and we have it down that he is a gatekeeper, but we're going to change that to be a whoops, there we go. Change that so that he is a builder. He is the farm builder in the farm district. And McKenna is the town hall builder. Maisie is the cathedral builder. Hold on. Maisie is building the cathedral and the university. Wade is building the train station and taking care of... Well, guess what? We need somebody to work the brickyard. Let's come over here. And now let's see who we have here. Let's see if this person is indeed the brick maker. And Sean is hired here now. So now we have a problem, Houston. Sean's hired here. He's living at the tavern. So that's not too far away. There's no room for him upstairs because I believe that the blacksmith moved in here with Brooke. Lucas is living here right now. So Wade is going to put in some more housing in this area at some point. All this housing is taken up. This is where the school's going to be. There is supposed to be some housing in this area here. I don't think that's big enough for us to put something there. We have sort of a road coming down behind where the rail station is, and we're going to have someone. I think we have to hire someone here, don't we? Sure enough. So we don't have anyone to hire here. There's Mallory showing up. And so we'll look and see when the time comes who we're going to have there. Let's come over here again. I want to come over to here and look at something for a moment. Yeah, okay. And just make sure, and he is going to use coal. Let's turn charcoal off. And let's come to that, because we're getting some of that already. And what do we get? We get deep slate. Let's teach that one for now. And brick. The bricks. We have to teach brick. And so we'll teach these bricks here. And then we'll also teach terracotta. Terracotta, so that he can do clay. So those are the things that we want to do. Eventually he'll learn how to make the combined glazes and make the terracottas. Take the glazed terracottas, the colored terracottas, and make them glazed. And but right now we don't need him to do that. We're not going to have a quarry, but I'm leaving that there for right now. This is level 2. So all these buildings in here can only go up to a level 2 because, and let's have McKenna do that, because, upgrade, because of the fact that they're inside a residence and we don't have any level 3 residences yet. So build options, McKenna is going to work on this, upgrade the building. And there we go. Now, did Wade get his pieces that he needed? Let's come over here and see if he got them. You didn't get them yet, did you?
Can I help you?
Oh, a cartography table. Wow. I don't think that Juliana knows how to make one of those yet. I know I have all sorts of things in my hand. Let's quickly go over to the warehouse and get rid of these. The warehouse is a level 3 now, which means that I can put them into the inventory slot right here and then sort, and they'll go to where they belong. So we did get a shipment of glass from Arnarluk, and we have that. Let's put these back in. This goes away because I've used these. And so these two things go in here. And there we go. And then if we sort the warehouse, then all those things disappear. They go into the warehouse. And the warehouse is much bigger now. And this is the underground part of the warehouse. We actually have a portion of the warehouse over here too. Upstairs, I think? Yeah, I think it is upstairs. There's an extra section of warehouse upstairs.
What's it today, then?
Right here. And we do have some things up here already. And we can see seeds. And we can, when it seems like we have a lot of seeds, we will put them on the list for recycling. Remember, we arranged with the Mermaid Nation that seeds could be seen as nourishing the ground when they're made into compost. And so even though they're food, the town is permitted to compost them. It is sunset and everyone's going to bed. I still don't have a place for our new crusher, our brick worker to be. And so he's living in the town hall, so I need a house here. And I don't have any room for housing here. We're going to put a school here. This is too close to the tunnel, and there's not enough room. We're going to put the brickyard right here, so we don't want to put anything there. And I'm going to go to sleep so that we can see the town in the daytime. Where are we at? Wow, we've come a long way. We have a little bit of time left. And normally I take this time to work on putting in the railroad to go through the tunnel and cross the bridge, which is the Coconino River, and then over the field and through the mountain. That's what I have to work on. But as a mermaid, it is much easier than it would be for someone who is just a player. And because I have an entire magical nation behind me. Am I going to sleep? Yes, I am. With nothing in my hand. Yay! Okay, so McKenna's going to bring those 2 essential workers up to level 2. And when we get those essential workers and the mechanic, then we will consider raising the housing to level 3. But level 3 is where we start having much more, we have way more pieces that we need essential workers for, like a mechanic, for buttons, and for other things. And then a glass blower is attached to the mechanic. So we're going to do this, cache, build the building. So when he is done with what he's working on right now, he will build that. And what's he working on? Let's find out. I think this means that he has 3 things to work on. I don't usually like them being piled up that far. But let's come in, and the piece that was needed for the farm is going to go to our new builder who doesn't have a project yet. Can they build up to a level 3? Because I think Maisie's still working on this, isn't she? He cannot yet. So let's assign Josiah to work on something that he can work on. And I think, oh, this is interesting. I think what I'm going to do is cancel Maisie working on this and have Josiah work on his own building. So let's come here. We're going to have Josiah work on this building. Upgrade the building. And we're going to have Maisie begin working on her own buildings over here. So we're going to have a courier pick up the things that she was using to work on that building. And dun, 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 yay, McKenna. So now McKenna has finished working on all of those buildings that we can work on right now. And let's come here and see. So we now have a sifter level 2. We have a brickyard level. She's going to start working on that. And then we'll research these. I think she can work. Yes. Yay. Okay. Good. So the crusher, she can work on that. Excellent. So that's what she's working on. And Wade is working on the train station. And he's still waiting for something. And that's what it was. Remember? I got interrupted. Juliana needs to know how to make a cartographer. Let's come here. Crafting recipes. Teach recipe. Teach a cartographer. Right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is dark oak. We can make it out of whatever. We're going to make it out of dark oak, actually. We're going to make it out of dark oak. So does she have any hair? She does not. Let me get a piece of dark oak for training. Dark oak plank. And let's come here. It makes sense to make it out of dark oak. Teach. And let's make sure we have the right dark oak plank right here. And there we go. And now she knows how to make that. So she will make it for him. Let's see if she needs to know how to make something from the cutter. Let's look and see. Nope, she's fine. So that means both of them have all the recipes that they need. Yeah, that was more than a tour, wasn't it? It definitely was. This is our tree farm right here. It is a small tree farm, although we do have dark oak and birch and spruce. We are not going to grow any jungle trees, and we're not going to have a jungle section to this sugar farm. We're not going to have it. It's not inside, and we can't grow jungle trees out. If we wanted to, and this is a thought, Mr. Villager, if we wanted to, we could use the cliff one. Let's come here to horticulture, plantation. Oh, we have to look at fields. And this is a jungle field. Where is it? It's floating somewhere. Nope, didn't appear. Okay, so let's X, come down. Let's come back to here, fields, and let's do the jungle field. There it is. So this is also an insert. So this is, and that's what it should be. They're inserts, but I don't have a building. Unless she's got a different building. So let's X for a minute. Oh, that made everything go away. Let's come to Old English. Because it has to be an insert. They must be inserts. Plantation. That's a door end of the building right there. And we can put that on one of the pieces. It's probably supposed to go right here because this was supposed to be the last thing that was done. And we probably could put the door end there. So if she's made a door end, where are these buildings? See the cocoa field? See, it's an insert. It's definitely an insert piece. Into where? So, this is going to be our flower shop, which we're going to get to. Speaking of the people who are missing, was it planned, expected? I think that it either isn't done yet. There were some things that she was saying weren't finished, and I wonder if that's one of them. The sugar farm is done, and this piece is done, but I don't have another piece, another building. So let me see if in decorations, there's a player house and a town square. That's all that's in decoration. Supply camp, there's a supply camp and a supply ship, and roads. And she has some road pieces, which I haven't looked at yet. And her roads look like this. Actually kind of like these, don't you, Mr. Villager? let's look at a straight road for a minute. In infrastructure, she only has mine shafts in infrastructure. Her roads are actually in decoration, which is why I thought she didn't have any. Straight road looks like this. I'm okay with this road. It has sidewalk. The only problem is that it's much wider than I think I've made for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 8 wide. And most of mine are planned for 5 wide, except for next to the cathedral. We can have 8 wide at the cathedral. And I can put in a road piece just to make sure that I remember that that's what we're doing here, that we're going to have a road piece here that's 8 wide on this side and here, and on this side over here as well. And that'll be good. So what does that look like? I can't put anything here yet because this is not a level 5. I can put something here, and let me just show for a second. At this intersection, let's put an 8 right there. I can't. That's the town hall. So I can't put it there yet. I can only put it on this part of the block right here. So I can put it in front of these 2 buildings right here. So let's come here. Let's X. Let's come to here. I put the roads in. And let's look at decoration. Let's look at road. Let's look at the long, straight long. And so what we're talking about is having a road that looks like this be right here. One off. So it would be right here like this. So it's a portion of it is going to be buried. Look at how well this is done, where it doesn't, you can actually put it in under buildings because of the way this is, if you wanted to, and we're going to construct it. And so this is actually here now, and I can remove the dirt from here. Hold on, I reloaded shaders by mistake. Let's come here and let's get this, and let's take this off of the top. Do I want a light? Let's set a light on this. What it's going to look like right here, and it's going to go all the way through like this across here. We'll have that piece of road as a reminder that this is how we're setting buildings down on this side. So if we put something here, it'll probably just be markets in this stuff right here. So let's pick up our lantern for a second. And I'm going over to this side where this is. Now you can see where it says that this is the front corner wall piece right here. So that means that the road is going to come right down from the university. I can't put a road here because I don't know what's going to happen on that side. I can't put a road there. I can put a road here, and we could change this road, but I think it's too wide. Let's see for a minute. Let's go to Old English, to decorations, to roads, to the straight, and let's put it down and let's see how wide it is in comparison. Dun, 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 dun. Yay, this is not bad. It'll come all the way over. I would really like it to be like this. So this is really where it's supposed to be, which is fine in this area. Look at that. That's going to work just perfectly to have a sidewalk along there and to bring it all the way up to here. So I'm going to put one piece in. Let's put the one piece that I'm going to put in up here, because the War Minecraft housing isn't done yet. And what will happen is they will just, 1, 2, 3, they'll just take all of the road away when they're building. Now they won't take the road away from here, and this will remind us that this is the road we're going to have in this section. So see where the school, the predicted school is going to be right here. And we can push the school back one, I think. I think we're going to push the school back one, just to make it a little tiny bit farther off the road, since the road is coming right here like this. So let us put this in, and this is constructed so that we know that this is where we're going to have road. So let's X, and there's the new road. There's the new road piece right here. We picked up some flowers, and this is going to be really nice. This is the first time that I've ever had gutters. So this is going to be interesting, having a road, a sidewalk, and this is why I like this one. I've never put them in because they don't have sidewalks. I don't like the sidewalks that a lot of the roads have. And so I definitely like these. So these are going to be my go-to roads from now on. I was thinking I was going to make this into a road, but I prefer this. And it has enough room here for rail to come down it if we were going to have rail come on this road. I haven't decided about that yet. I haven't decided about rail in the city. Isn't that interesting? We'll see. If there's some long roads like there were in our Narluk, where the couriers are going to be at a disadvantage if they don't have rail, we may put some in, some streetcars in, to help people get around. So we found that when we were looking for a building for this. So there's an other here, and that just shows a residence and a guard tower. It doesn't show anything else. That's fundamentals in Old English. Decorations was what we were looking at and found the roads, and other is just a player house and the town square and supply camps. And here in the farm complex, there it is. Oh no, that's just a regular covered field. That's not a part of the... Oh. That's a covered field. That's not actually a building to insert one of the fields into. X. So here's what... let me look at the sugar farm for a second. The plantation complex. Let's look at all the fields for a minute and see if I can find a field that doesn't have anything. Oh, there it is. We found... No. Plantation insert. No, I don't know. That looks like to insert a plantation into something. Is not an insert. Cactus field exists. Now we have a sugar field. We have a legit cactus field right here. And we can have the cactus field be a part of this right here. Bring this down and put cactus here. Let's come down and look. But the corner fields aren't there. The corner fields, let me go inside and look and see. So this is the cactus field right here, fitting right into this area right here. And we can line up the top of the building properly right here like that. So there's a cactus field. See this? So what's supposed to be here? It's obvious that there's supposed to be parts of the building here. Wow. There's another fountain on this side. I don't want to put in a cactus building because I would rather have well, if I put a cactus here, which I could, since I have it set and since it fits here the way it's supposed to, assign a builder, and the builder is going to be Cash. I'm just going to have to assign him for a moment, and he's going to have a bunch of things on his plate, but we're going to assign him here. I could maybe assign this builder who doesn't have anything to do until they're a level 3. What you waiting for? Hold on. Now are you waiting for jungle plank? Whoa, we don't have any jungle. Josiah, I'm so sorry. We don't have any jungle plank. You are stuck. Let's cancel for a moment. We're going to have Josiah go over and work on this cactus field. Over here. It's a long trip. He can do it. Now there should be a hut block for this, but there isn't. It's decoration, and I have to reset it for him to do. How close am I? Should I maybe have him do something else instead? He can't work on that because we're bringing that up to a level 3. And there isn't anything... Yeah, as a level 2, there isn't really anything that he can... Oh, yes, there is. Hold on. As a level 2, we will have him work on these. This shepherd is a level 1, so we're going. This is Josiah's first thing that he's going to work on as a builder. And then this is the pig farm, and it is a level 2 already. And there's Phoenix. What's the matter, Phoenix? Are you even asking for anything? You're not, which worries me. She should be asking for milk bottles, and she's not. So I'm not sure that she's working yet. Either go in or go out. Don't let the animals out. Phoenix, you should know better. Good gracious. Okay. And we'll leave them for just a minute. So he does have something he can work on for a minute or two until we get some jungle wood brought in. And Mr. Villager is right. It was probably planned or expected. And this is the last. I did upgrade. So this is the latest of the upgrades here. I'm going to have Cash work on it. When he can work on something, he's going to work on his shop, and then he's going to work on this farmer right here. And I think one of these farmhouses, McKenna is done. One of these farmhouses here, yep, that's a level 2. And so I think everything is done. I would like to get another farmhouse so that our animal farmers aren't living in this house. We could put a second farmhouse right here. But I like this field being here. I wanted a field maybe to be there. And I'm at that stage. It seems I've met the dairy worker. Yes. Let's go back down and show Mr. Villager's skins for the dairy worker right here. Because I remember when you were talking about her, and she's very cute. Look at that. And there she is. And wait a second, Phoenix.
Yes.
Don't be shy. I love it. Nice. I love the skins for the dairy worker. I love that. That's perfect.
Can I help you?
Look at that. That's beautiful. Yay. So the dog belongs to Phoenix and to Brendan. I don't think Phoenix and Brendan are living together. And that's why the dog keeps going over to Alea, because Alea lives with Brendan, and that's that's who the dog belongs to. That's who Rude Wolf belongs to. Rude Wolf belongs, and we will get we'll order some from Anarluk, some name tags. And bottles. We'll order bottles and name tags, and we'll get Rude Wolf to have their name. And that'll be cool. But see, Rude Wolf is staying over here. It's because he lives with Alea, and he lives with Brendan. And I've actually seen the wolf go into the house, come out of the house in the morning, which I think is so cute, so adorable. I don't know whether that's legit. I love the bandana. I love it. I love it. Look at the tie in the back. It's so nice. I know. It's beautiful. It definitely is. And I love the tie in the back. It's perfect. She has her hair up, and she's using the bandana around her hair. And the other farmers are using was that Ismail? Where was he going? Hold on, let's see. He was going to here. Now he can get into his farm fields. There's a farm field that's being worked right now. And there was corn, I think. Oh no, I don't see any. Let me check and see if there's corn for a second. I do. You know how much I love your skins. And for those of you who are new here, just a second. Let's come to here. This is this is what I wear when I'm on land. And this is one of Mr. Villager's skins that he made for the mermaid. And this is her traveling wear, the wear that she has when she is on land. I have a couple different land outfits, including cold weather and also holiday wear, which I really like. So yes, but Mr. Villager is an amazing skins artist, and he is helping trade posts with their skins. So some of the trade post skins are his. We've seen Jack over here. The Stu Melier is his as well, right here, and I really do like her as well. And he seems to think that there's maybe this is supposed to be for someone else, but we'll see. Come back and see who. And then Jack and Eli.
What's it today then?
Absolutely Mr. Villager's creations, because I had a secret preview of those, and so I love them. I remember when he was working on the monocle, and I just think that is so cool. And so yes, so that is the shopkeeper in Trade Post. And then Cannon, you didn't have Cannon done. You didn't have an animal trainer done. Because I remember looking at Cannon and seeing that he was in Nordic when it was wintertime. And Cannon, is that you?
Hi.
Yeah, hi. And yeah, so he doesn't have that done. Of her hat, you made it pink to fit, yes. And you did the stains on the apron, fitting the actual soup. Yeah, that was great. It definitely was. And here comes, hi. Hi, you. What you doing? What you doing? Working on soup. And I like that a lot. So this is wheat, and we have more than enough seeds. So where are her seeds? Did they all go back to the warehouse, or is she not working on this field? Is he working on this field? Hold on a second. He is. He's working on a wheat field. Let's do a minimum wheat seed of 1. Let's do 2. Select, so that the courier won't take away all the seed. And add for corn. It's going to be hard to do a minimum for corn just yet, because we don't have a lot of corn. But I need to do at least 1 minimum. So let's do that. Let's add a minimum of 1 stack of corn, so he doesn't take away, so the couriers don't take all the corn away. Select and put here. And there we go. Now we have corn fields. 1 field? I think we have maybe 2 cornfields in our look, maybe? Yeah, in the older city, the sanctuary, that we can use, and that they can get supplies from until they get their production up and running. And that's what we're working on. Now I've forgotten something that I was going to do. I don't have a sifter yet. And let me look at this for a moment. We're going to just stand in the marketplace here for a second. And we need archers, so we'll hold on to that. We need a glass cutter, so we'll start to look for a glass cutter. We'll put that in. We don't have a dyer yet, and we haven't done the due diligence for that. So the sugar farm and the dyer both, we haven't done anything for them yet. So the Fletcher, we only have the sifter, but we don't have the dyer. So we need to get those. So I'm not going to put them here just yet, because there's so much of that we need. The beekeeper we have, so we don't have to worry about them anymore. We do need another fisher. The sifter is already up. The mechanic, the glass shop, glass blower. And I was just talking about the shepherd, which I haven't found yet. And there they are. Focus and strength is a shepherd. And so we need to find someone to fill this. And we will have sheep and cows. This is going to be one of the places where we have sheep, pigs, and cows. We are not going to have rabbits here. And we are, I think that's it so far. And then we'll see what I want to do with the buildings, with the plantation buildings that I was looking at. I was still sort of, that's what I got stuck on. That I wanted to do something about the sugar farm piece. And I was trying to see, so we got, Cash is going to, our new builder over here, all of this is within their range. We could put in another house. Because remember, we're going to have to put in some housing in this area here. But we also have to watch this road. So we're going to have housing on one side of this road or the other. And we'll put that in. That was the one that you were talking about making pink. And I remember when you were talking about giving giving somebody, you didn't want to give the whole thing away, a pink hat. Supply camp. I do not have a player house. Now I definitely need to sleep. It is raining. I don't want to have anything in my hand. Let's see. There shouldn't be anything there. Good. So look at all the stuff that we've gotten done. Part of the reason those things are getting done was they only needed racks. There wasn't a lot of building that needed to be done to them. And as a matter of fact, the buildings that I want to add to the sifter, the crusher, and those pieces, we'll look at in a minute. How much minutes do we have? We don't have any minutes left. We have a minute. Do we want to get Maisie started on something? If we do this, we'll have a level 3 hospital, but I think I'd like to have the university first. A level 3 university first. So we're going to get Maisie to begin work to bring this up to a level 3. And so let's, the build options, the builder is Maisie, and look at the amount of stripped wood we're going to have. So this is going to take a while. We have stone that we can make now, and we need glass again. And this is why we're kind of getting those people done as soon as we can. Did I do it? I didn't. You saw that, didn't you? Easy. Upgrade the building. Hi, Hayden. Hayden? I called him Hayden. Hayden, nice to see you. Hayden is the dean of the university, and he lives in the university. And Carter is living with Maisie in the cathedral housing for right now, and so they need a house. If Maisie is here and Carter is here, we might have to put some housing behind. We could put some housing here. This is far away for her, but we'll see what we can do. Or we'll have the people who are in the cathedral live in housing that's back here. And we can do that. This is the graveyard. This right here. It hasn't been built yet, but that's what that is. So we could put housing right here. I'm looking at the road. That's going to come down right here and see. So there won't be any room to put anything here. It will have to turn the corner and have housing right in this section right here for some people. So we can have housing for the build. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for watching. Didn't get a lot of stuff decided on. We still have a little thing to do with the plantation. We'll see. I might ask Anyanka what happened to the covers for those buildings and see if they just got left off and nobody noticed, or if she hadn't done them yet. So that's one of the things that I can do. I'll go out to CurseForge first. No, to Planet Minecraft and see if it says something about those buildings. And if not, I'll ask Anyanka on Discord through Minecolonies and see what happens with that. And so here we are. Enjoy your games, everybody. Enjoy watching all the other gamers. I'm going to put down the Akasha records for a minute and just see. Hi, everybody. That's what I couldn't see. How nice to see you all. Hi. Thank you for being here. And here we go. We've been listening to Drone Hands music behind me, and he is on Twitch and on bandcamp.com and on YouTube. Drone Hands, and the links are in my about. And we're going to listen to Vincentius Primus right now, play the guitar as we leave. So bye for now, everyone. Bye for now.